Alright, today we're going to do some walking again. Currently it's a Wednesday, I believe. Using a different lens. Normally I would use this one. This one is a kind of a broader view. And I'm going to walk with a few of my friends. And I've heard it has to be really beautiful. So I guess it's going to be a lot of fun. And maybe I'm going to bring Octavius along as well. He's been a good boy so far. Goodbye. So I have to write down everything I do and make a journal of it, share that journal in a group, and they can be like, oh, you've done that. And every journal has to be about something different. This week's will be about the personal development plan. About, hey, how do you want to improve your English and what activities are you going to do to ensure you will, and stuff like that. And next week's will be like about a book you've read.
Okay.
And then every week you have like a different topic about your weekly journals and so on. That's the only weekly activity we really have. Besides a few like exploration things and research things and tasks.
Very good.
Yeah.
You'll be so impressed that you've written letters to people in the community here.
Yeah.
Volunteer work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure to add those as well. Like simply everything I do, I have to add in a portfolio. And this thing then comes really in handy because, of course, there's so much things I have to do. And of course, I can write about those things, but then I will be like writing every second of the day what I have done. So I just record as much as possible of it, watch it back, and try to recall what I've done.
So you still need to write it, but then that helps you.
Yeah.
That's clever.
And not everything even. If I recall, they also stated that you can also like block the things you do.
All right.
So I'm just going to block the things I do because I'm lazy.
I still don't see any sign. We went that way sometime, you know. So we did this and it's the same spot. I should have taken a picture of the map over there. But
Yeah.
we'll go that way. I'm pretty sure that we'll go find the red trail.
Oh. We'll be fine.
Yeah.
What's the worst that can happen?
Oh, you don't want to know. More about it. Forward. This is a nicer path though. Isn't that?
Hey, you can take that one. I'm pretty sure we've taken this one as well, and you end up at the same point over there.
Okay.
We could.
Wanna go here then?
I mean, this one is just a little bit more mysterious. So.
It's a bit slippery.
Well, if you have proper hiking boots.
Yeah. Thank you, Lois. You know something that I also miss from the Netherlands? We've like visited quite a number of forests already and places and natural things. But every time I go, for like the past 2 years, I've brought Lois with me. And what she does every time is like name every single plant and bird in the surrounding area. And I would just hear it and be like, I'm learning so much here I didn't know. And now I'm constantly looking around being like, everything is so confusing. What's everything called over here?
But, you know,
Tree.
everything here as
Tree.
well, like things
Plants, moss.
Trius maximus.
Whoa!
Tree was maximum.
Rocus giganticus.
Plant, tree, plant.
There's berries and brambles and stuff.
And birds. So yeah.
Yeah, we don't know much. Walk in the front if you're going to be filming then. I think you'd better walk in the front if you're going to be filming.
Yeah.
I guess you can make a video and then send it home and then
Ask.
ask what it is.
Yeah.
Live commentary.
Today we are at an Irish National Park. And please, if you know what's here, tell me. I am so lost over here.
It's nice to see all the young leaves everywhere. Beautiful green.
Yeah.
So once you've done your portfolio, do you need to present it when you get back? Or that you kind of present it each week?
Well, we have two portfolio tasks, like massive portfolio tasks. One's really about developing my language, and what I mainly have to do for that is certain assignments. One including getting in touch with the school and really looking at the differences between, you know, teaching in Ireland compared to teaching in the Netherlands. And a few other tasks. And the other one is about cultural things. So I have to do research tasks that could involve like talking to an elderly person about, you know, how Ireland was before compared to now. Or about foods of Ireland, which you're going to try to taste and write about. You could do it about music and all those kind of cultural things. And I have to do something with that as well. And a few other assignments I can recall. I have an entire list of things, but I'll just do them one by one and it will be fine. Oh no, no red.
Going that way then?
I mean, maybe if we walk past someone, we can like maybe ask like if they know or are familiar around here.
Might actually have a picture still from. I know there's someone that wants to connect that I don't know. It's quite big popular on LinkedIn today. Sebastian Man. No?
Yeah. No.
So, a picture of the other in this square. The Cascades in Stacy.
The what? The Cascades? The Cascades in West Clare.
Yeah, this is Stacy.
That's Marion system. So West Clare is a big one.
Indeed, yeah. There's a pint of Mary and doing interview.
Oh, right. Yeah, I've also asked around, and they also said that Adrian is also like native to Ireland and would also be really interesting to interview.
Yeah.
So I'll see who comes around.
Yeah,
Uh,
he's not feeling well at the moment.
Yeah, I've heard.
He's struggling with his health all the time.
Yeah.
Last week he was.
Oh, like he looks old, but he's not.
Oh no, if it has to be an elderly, he's not really old.
He's only just in his 50s.
Oh yeah, that's not really that old. I mean, for me it's old, but yeah, in general, it's still quite young.
It's interesting. I don't know what they told you about him, but I think he's only baptized 4 or 5 years now.
Oh yeah.
He came from the territory. And he's native to Loughrea. He's lived everywhere.
Really?
He's been a business owner in England. He's had pubs here and there. He has all kinds of businesses.
Oh, that's interesting.
He's a limo driver.
He's been a musician.
Huh?
Musician.
A what?
A musician.
Musician, yeah.
Oh, we should ask him if he wants to
Play.
play a bit of trad.
Malcolm. Yeah.
So he had like quite an adventurous life.
Yeah.
That's interesting, yeah.
I remember this bit here. It's really.
Yeah. Adrian used to have a band, the Irish traditional music, is what they call trad.
Yeah.
And he used to be a trad musician. So he plays and he sings really well.
Really? I believe I only heard like traditional Irish music like once, and Radu showed me.
Oh, you did he?
Yeah. He was dancing all around. Yeah. And afterwards we also listened to like gypsy music and real Romanian music. And,
I bet.
yeah. It was quite fun.
Yeah, there are many Romanians, especially in our area. There's many Brazilians.
But I mean, it does make things more interesting,
Yeah, it does.
more cultural and more broad. And I quite like it when there's like a diverse type of cultures around the area.
Yeah.
It just makes things much more, yeah.
Do you expect Ireland to be similar to England?
No.
You didn't.
From what I understand is that if you really want to have some English in it, you go to Dublin, because there's like quite still a bit English. And the further you go from Dublin, the more real Irish it gets.
That's interesting. Could be, you know?
Yeah. I mean, from what I understand,
Yeah.
could be
I would
completely
definitely
wrong.
agree with that. Yeah.
Well, it's more city-like.
It's
isn't
more.
it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, much more. Yeah. Quicker pace. But Northern Ireland would be even more like England, I guess,
Yeah.
in many ways. Maybe not the pace per se.
Oh, those are pretty.
Yeah, that's the gorse.
See if you can smell it. It smells like coconut. Just be careful because they are prickly.
Yeah, they're
Oh yeah, I see. Yeah.
really nice.
You don't want to get stung by those. Yeah. Oh, that's really weird.
I think they're called Gaspeldoorn in
Haspeldoorn, yeah.
Dutch.
That doesn't.
Well, that's really weird, yeah.
You can tell Lois.
Oh, I'm sure she will see and be really interested.
Oh, I know that.
You know, I could take those builders at home, but I think that would be a bit too large. Little boulders.
You bring a very small bag and they would never suspect that it's more than big.
Oh wow, yeah.
Might be more coming, yeah. Another one.
Yeah.
Wonder.
It's family crossing. Yeah, to the right, yeah, on the path I see a few more.
Yeah.
Walking path.
Maybe that was it.
We'll see. And otherwise they might hurtle around when we walk past, when they hear us. Yeah, somewhere to the left. What are they called in Ireland, by the way? Because
Cuckoo.
just cuckoo.
Yeah.
K-U-C-K-U-O-O. Put that.
Cuckoo bird.
C-U-C-K-O-O.
Yeah.
There's a gorse there.
Hmm?
There's lots of gorse there.
Hmm.
You know what I also really find interesting? Because as Radu explained it to me, because of the soil here in Ireland is so rocky and trees aren't really that able to sprout their roots really deep into the soil. When there are really hard gusts are going around, trees just fall over. And you really see that around here. Like lots of trees have fallen down.
That's very interesting. I didn't know that was the reason.
Yeah, Radu explained it to me, and that kind of makes sense because there are so many rocks lying around now in the soil.
Yeah.
And trees, of course, really need to dig their stems really deep to also, of course, maintain balance and stick into the ground.
It's true, when there's a big storm, there's always trees everywhere.
Yeah, and they will be fallen down or underground.
The soil being so rocky is also the reason that there's hardly any agriculture.
Yeah,
Like not any landbouw. Just, animals. People have sheep. People have cows, but that's about it.
yeah, but I mean, I think also because of that lots of people are just profiting off of that. And this is also quite nice to look at because if you really go to, let's say, the Netherlands, you see so much agriculture, but it doesn't really improve like the things around it. And here you just see so much nature going around, and it's just vastly more beautiful than if everything was just
It is quite beautiful.
corn or stuff. Yeah. Oh, butterfly.
What you can see here quite often as well as foxes. I'm not in the forest per se, but in the open fields often. We're looking for the sheep.
Yeah. I mean, they are my favorite animals.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they're quite slippery and sneaky, and I know many people don't really like them.
If you have chicken here.
It could be a burden, yeah.
We heard them, we hear them scream sometimes. We heard one.
Oh yeah, and they can make like quite these scary noises as well.
Yeah. Like there's a woman screaming or something.
Yeah. Yeah, but I think they're really cool. And also when they're domesticated, it's also quite of like a challenge to keep them. Because their piss smells so terrible that people are also like, well, I don't have a lot of friends because I have a fox at home. You can't shower against that.
Sacrifice they have to make.
Yeah. But who knows? Maybe in the future in paradise I will have one.
Yeah.
Otherwise I will just have to see.
Would you like one?
Yeah. I mean, they do have, like, if they're domesticated, they have kind of like the tempo of both a dog and a cat combined. So if you can't choose, you can technically go for a fox. But then on the other hand, there are kind of a lot of burdens that come with it as well. But yeah.
They're kind of dog-like, aren't they? Like they're in the same family as dogs, aren't they?
I can't really say.
I'd say they look like cats as well, like
They
they're
do,
small,
but-
like quite small, and I can imagine that they have a will of their own.
Yeah, but they are canine, not feline.
Yeah.
I guess a wild dog would have a will of its own as well.
Yeah, kind of like wolves. I do know that the wolves are really coming back to the Netherlands as well after lately.
Yeah.
And there's like one group of people that really want them back because for the longest time, like, there has been such an overpopulation of other species that they don't really have any like solution to that besides, hunting. And now the wolves are coming back and they're like, well, we kind of need that because we don't really have a predator in the system that can handle this amount of animals besides the wolves. But then on the other hand, lots of farmers are like, we don't really want this because they kill our sheep.
Yeah, thing, isn't it?
Yeah. Hey, that's the red arrow.
So that way will be the wrong way.
There's a car
Yeah.
parkway.
I'm pretty sure.
Remember that one? We took that one before.
That one?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you sure?
Yeah. I'm just wondering, because the red sign is also pointed toward that way, if that would be the other part of the loop. You know?
That way? Pointing that way?
No, but you can see it if you're coming that way. It's facing that road there. If you're coming from this direction,
Yeah.
you would see it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
if you're on the red trail, you might be coming from this direction, is what I'm saying.
In that case, we're exactly right because we want that loop. And we don't want to do that loop.
Okay, so that would
So
be
I
the
guess
golf course
this
bit.
will be fine. As long as we don't have a golf course to our right hand side,
We'll be fine.
Don't really see it.
and otherwise we can always turn back.
That's true.
Bonavin. I remember this bit as well, and we did it the other way around. This bit is then open.
I just know that once we returned from our walk, and that was the last bit. Did you notice that guy saying,
Yeah.
the tour guide saying, a house in?
What?
A house in.
House in?
Yeah,
Little house?
yeah. They kind of tend to do, it's like an abbreviation, like in Dutch we say tje, a
Yeah.
huisje or something. And the Irish put E-E-N at the end of a word, like that's from the Irish language.
So like a housing and
Yeah,
But in Irish it's I-N. I with
it will be, yeah.
like
Yeah.
I'm choking.
But if you say,
oh yeah. That's pretty.
You want to see the deer?
Other
See
animal.
something, but it's probably a rock.
Could be.
It's not moving. Might be grazing, but
It's a weird colour and shape. It stands out. You can use your super zoom.
Yeah. I mean, in all the hands, are we actually looking at the same thing currently?
that's the question.
That's the question.
Yeah, it is a deer, I think.
Did it move?
I think I saw it.
As the days progress, I'm currently more and more like, I should have brought this with me, I should have brought that with me. Maybe that would have been handy. Like for now, I could have just brought my binoculars and be like, oh yeah, I could see it. But yeah, maybe for another time.
I don't see any movement. Like.
I think it's just a rock.
Mm-hmm.
The rock.
Oh, you were looking for a rock.
Well, no, I can't remember. There is one in that direction.
So,
But I'm kind of being like,
It's not scared.
no.
Probably.
I remember we were in this spot as well.
You saw deer.
Do you remember? No. Just overlooking this.
Well, it is beautiful. So
And it's nice to put a gate around it.
yeah.
Harbor.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, this little stretch of land in above the earth. I think it's over there somewhere.
We went
Remember
to a
that?
very digging as well.
Oh yeah. I guess late in the season, just always bring a stump or buck or something.
The berries.
Mm-hmm.
Are they raspberries? A few blackberries. Raspberries are the ones that rather had frambozen and the really
Yeah.
pink ones.
And they're always red then.
Hmm?
They are always red.
I think so. Like very dark pink.
Yeah, I think so. I kind of always confuse my berries.
Yeah.
Like raspberries, are those the ones with like these small little round things? Like
Yeah.
lots of round things all combined together that are
Yeah,
like
they're very
pinkish.
soft, very
Yeah.
squishy.
Those can also be dark blue.
Can they?
Yeah, my grandmother grows them. So they could either be like reddish or pinkish, and they can also be like dark blue.
Nice.
It does make sense that blackberries can't be red, but raspberries, it doesn't have color in its name.
No,
Raspberry, yeah.
but they taste the same, the dark ones.
I would have to ask her. I can't remember. I believe they're a little bit more sour, from what I remember.
We have a blueberry bush at home. And I bought another one last year, but it has pink berries.
Oh.
It's not really blueberries, but
Or they're not ripe yet.
Could be.
they're like bright pink.
Mm.
We'll have to see what they taste like.
Yeah.
We'll have to turn left here.
Let's go to the left then.
Smaller path over
Yeah. The old field is a little bit more magical.
Yeah, because
Yeah. But
apparently you can make a drink out of it. Like it's some sort of lemonade.
Smell it here then.
Yeah, it just really smells like coconut. I mean, so far in Ireland, so many things have just been like mind-boggling for me. It's like, it all starts with driving on kind of the wrong side of the road. But now this is like just next level. Like they have plants that smell like coconut, but they're not coconut.
Yeah, it's a beautiful country.
It is, yeah, but they're also unique in a way.
Yeah. And the first thing that people said when they said we were moving to Ireland was like, oh no, it rains a lot.
Well, not always.
No, it doesn't.
It rains a lot.
But you know,
Now it's dry.
and the
For now.
upside to that is that everything is super green all the time.
Yeah. These are nice as well. In a way, they also look really soft, but I reckon, yeah. But also like,
It's not pretty.
no.
That is.
But also like the color gradient of it, like really going from a bright green to really going from a blue, but also like in the flow is really nice. Yeah, they're just really, well, they're kind of soft.
Yeah.
Wow.
Need a good camera for this thing.
Yeah. And a bumblebee. Oh.
What do you want to see? I don't know.
Hmm?
What do you want to see on the picture?
I don't see anything in particular.
I just really mainly love how the colors just really slowly just grow from green to blue.
It's a blue, yeah.
Yeah, you don't really see that a lot. It's really nice.
It's also growing on the
It is,
Trees,
branch itself. Only
awesome.
higher up though.
Hmm?
Only higher up.
Really nice.
Also a few holes sometimes.
Maybe do a track or something, I don't know.
Well, some look like mouse holes.
Oh, holes.
Yeah.
Holes are probably not easy, you know.
No, I don't think they bury themselves beneath the ground. Oh, this is lovely. Like a small bridge.
So the eyes really... Iris is... nice.
They're all yellow, right?
Most of them, yeah. White ones, yellow ones. Thinking about hunted. You know that show, Chaz?
Sorry?
Hunted.
Hunted?
That show.
What's the map?
It's, well, the original format is about people that have to try and stay out of the hands of the hunters.
Yeah.
It's a group of like policemen and women, and they look at video, like CCTV, like any means to their disposal to try and catch these people. It's
Yeah.
a game show, and they're pretending to be on the run, and you have to stay out of the hands of the authorities for like 10 days or something.
Oh. I believe I recalled, yeah.
So they can't
Quite a while.
phone people because they can phone people, you know, they can tap the phone lines and things like that.
Yeah.
Now they're also doing the version in Bulgaria where they have to survive out in the wilderness for 10 days. But the guys that are chasing them, they're so good with tracking, so they can look at the ground and they see a little rock, you know, that looks off, and they'll say, this is a track, somebody put their foot here. They know exactly where they went.
That's really impressive.
It's insane.
Wow.
We have a hard time here now.
Here on the rocky ground.
Yeah.
We just expected that many people going to
Well, that's quite interesting.
Sometimes the language is not great.
Yeah, I can imagine, yeah.
From the Dutch television,
Yeah.
very much in the days.
Yeah, unfortunately.
What do you do on your time off? Like, what do you enjoy watching or reading?
Here we're in the Netherlands.
In the Netherlands, wherever.
I love to draw.
Sorry?
I love to draw, make art. In my spare time, I have this group of friends we call like 3 times a week. I also chat with Lois a lot.
Yeah, nice.
And just rest a lot, maybe walk around the park. We have I use to cycle a lot because where we lived in Hartum there was this massive forest where I could cycle around, but currently it's a bit too far away, so we have this small park near us where you can just really walk around and enjoy the park, and it is quite beautiful as well. So I sometimes do that as well.
So are you still in Hartum or no longer?
No longer. I currently live in Zwolle.
Where?
Zwolle.
Oh, in Zwolle.
Yeah. We moved a bit. Like around maybe a bit more than a year ago.
Okay.
So yeah. And I have fish as well.
Fish?
Yeah. I have my own aquarium and I enjoy it. I have some lovely fish as well. But yeah. And I don't really watch a lot of TV anymore, so.
Are you more outdoorsy person?
Kind of, yeah. We never really looked TV a lot in our household in general, so.
Sorry, say again?
We never really looked a lot of TV in our households a lot, so. Most of the things I just have seen on YouTube or any other way. It just comes across and I'll be like, oh, that could be interesting, and then I would just watch it. I mean, that's also pretty nice.
Yeah, big lake.
Yeah.
That lock dirt, it goes all the way down. Yeah, it's very long and narrow.
Right. I love how they just also place like all these boulders across this path, like trying to indicate where you have to go. It feels a bit more of a journey right now.
A lot of work for the person who put it there.
Yeah, I can imagine, yeah. Like if they have to draw it out and be like, well, what could be the best path you could take? And then they just have to path it all the way through.
Yeah, I always wonder about that. If this was like a very, very old path people have taken for generations or something. you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah, of course. I mean, you also had the travelers in the past. They had their routes as well that had been indicated or drawn out. So who knows? Would be really cool to think it was that case though. Like I'm walking across a path that's been walked by travelers for centuries.
Yeah.
Kind of adds to the story.
But what it looked like.
That's so sweet as well.
Yeah, they're nice, aren't they? Criminals. Smell as well, I think.
Nice.
Sunflower.
Oh, this is really nice. Hey, there's a fish across the thing. Or it's just a log. No, it's just a log, never mind. I thought I saw something, but
There's plenty of fish here probably.
I can't imagine, yeah.
Swans as well. It's a perfect place for swans. There's a view. Oh, there's fire on the other side.
Oh, I see, yeah.
Yeah.
Probably intentional, but it's quite big. So that it looks like a marina actually.
The one that we took the kayaks.
No, I'm thinking it might be Portumna marina, but I don't see.
The summer would be
Castle would be
behind us.
left there, yeah.
Yeah.
So that should be terry glass or something.
Yeah. Yeah. So what we're looking at here isn't that people.
No, if that's terry glass, that's just the other side. That's towards Perth. That's more to Nina over there.
I think maybe it is some color.
Oh, okay. Right. Stone Island. Or should be this one then. Portumna Marina. A red oak restaurant. Which is really in the middle of nowhere anyway. Flowers across. Yeah. In that case we are looking towards home.
Very disorienting.
Yeah.
It could be like see if we could meet a bit more over there, I guess.
And there's no windows on top.
No. Oh, it should be further. It's further that way anyway. This could be actually the hill. No, it's not. See if I just think of it over there. hills overhead, and you should be able to see is the hill near Woodford. I don't think that's the one.
No trip. What's this thing?
Yeah.
Let's go. Oh, what's it? Well, it could have been a leprechaun, but who
Sorry?
knows? It could have been a leprechaun, but who knows?
Trying to create a distraction.
Yeah. I mean, that's also really cool about Ireland, I believe, is that they have lots of folklore here.
Very much.
So much.
Here the country. Baptism is only very, very thin layer.
Yeah, that's true.
Lots of pagan stuff and superstition and whatnot.
Yeah.
Very Celtic, yeah.
Yeah, I believe rather told me as well, like, it's almost like every walk has their own story. But at least they never really run out of bedtime stories, so you know, there's more than enough to tell. At least for a lifetime. Yeah. Kind of slithering around the park. okay, you can see it as well. Because there are so many rocks in the soil, trees can't really sprout their roots, so they will just tip over because of all the rocks. So that's the reason why they all fall over. And there as well, you can see it when they fall down.
Just one.
What? Oh.
Yes.
Oh. You're right.
I think it's a little bit too big though to take along.
It's not very interesting either.
No. Oh, I'll find one eventually.
I think there might be nice ones on the beach somewhere.
Yeah, I think I'll just grab the one from there.
Take one from the fish tank.
Take one from the tree.
Yeah, and give it a really special story.
Found it indoors.
Wow.
Underwater.
In Ireland. Yeah, the last few days have been just rain after each other. So to have this nice, lovely weather is... You planned this well. Oh, dandelion. Daffodils. Something was going on there, but
I hear sounds.
yeah, and a few birds were flying over, so something must have happened. Could be anything.
Maybe a nest.
Yeah, and some twigs cracking, so. Something is walking around today. There they go. Spider. I'm catching the webs over here.
The web. Oh, thank you for your service.
And my sacrifice. No, at home it's the same joke. But I'm like the Spider-Man. Because I used to wear this hat, and every time I wore it, I would always catch a spider in it. Like, they would be tiny, so it wouldn't really be a problem, but would always be the same story with me just catching the spider webs and having a spider in my hair.
I don't mind the web. It's the spider I have a problem with.
Yeah, for me it's the other way around. I don't really mind the spider, but the webs are just fairly annoying when you have to walk around them every time. And especially at my height in my face. So, you know.
And like droppings with seeds in it. Just like, it looks like there was droppings with seeds in it or something.
Oh, these are nice as well, like the purple flowers.
Yeah. So I like against the mossy
Yeah.
background.
I mean, it's really nice. Like, if you look in general, it's like a lot of green, but when you really focus on the smaller things, you see lots of different colors,
Yeah.
colors sprouting around, like there as well. Yeah.
They're hard to see still.
Yeah, but if you really focus on it, it's like,
All this colour, isn't it? What are they, you know?
I don't know.
I'd say in a few weeks they're more visible.
I reckon, yeah.
The purple one, like the purplish blue periwinkle. They put some- That's all that is up.
Oh, this drug.
Because after this loop. Or you want to see everything.
Yeah. Well, I think that continues that way then. You can still like have a little watch here.
That's only like a little,
Yeah.
Yeah,
like a
that's
bench
it.
or something, is it?
There might be a bench.
Is there a bench?
That's just a party because people can go here. All the way slowly again.
Well, there isn't a bench, but
They would be like
it's gorgeous though. Yeah.
It's always difficult to go. Was it?
Huh?
Was it
Was my
you?
back.
Oh.
Let's see how I would do it. Alright, now I have to
Stand
do
this way, yeah.
I waited just too long. Then you.
Go this way, you can see the.
Oh, I have to just do this, Jovan.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Show them I'm still
Do
fine.
you?
Alright. And I guess it would be just then back.
Yeah.
Oh boy. It's quite a nice view. All kinds of huts as well.
That one.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the tree that's fallen over anyway. This
Yeah.
makes sense. But ferns, paden,
Well, yeah, for
but they're
Fun, yeah.
all brown still.
Oh.
Is that normal? You know,
Don't know.
April.
That's sure.
They turn all year round.
They do turn brown, like I know that in November, December they turn brown and all the mountains turn brown as well in Portumna, you know?
Well, maybe they'll bloom like later on. Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah, ferns.
because I saw them in the forest somewhere. And they were brown. It's not here, but
Yeah, this is grass.
yeah, the grass as well. Looks like maybe they did something for maintenance as well, like it's only near the path here.
Yeah, it could be. Like the more deeper you look, like
Yeah,
it gets less.
Because I noticed some of the brambles were cut back quite drastically.
Yeah. Who knows?
Yeah. They have to be back every week. Or even every year. Imagine all the parts.
What's also really interesting is like you have these rocks, but then over those rocks will like grow like mosses over here. But after a while there will be grasses growing over those and plants. Like as in here. Like beneath there is just a rock, but over there's a moss and there will be grass over that. So it's really interesting to see. Even if there isn't really a soil there,
Yeah.
there's still lots of greens. Oh, that's cute. You know, every time I walk past these right now, I get a sudden craving for coconut. I don't know why, but maybe it's just a smell. Are we going this way or
Yeah.
let's follow the
Car
trail?
park that way. Let's see where we are. I think you know that way. We can only do right this way. Because the wrong direction will be
That way, yeah.
further that way. So, like, of course, car park is right. We're going straight to the car park. We can do a bit more this and then ends up
Go
going
towards the
in
car.
the same direction as well.
Yeah.
Texting.
Let's follow the trail.
block it off with trees over there. Like that's the old path, and this is just you can see a new rock and new.
Yeah. Alright. I guess.
It's kind of blocked up here as well, so probably the path coming here. Or
I think.
maybe not. Let's see what. Maybe just because the trees all over.
Could be.
And this is still new here.
Yeah. Well, I know like a few months ago, I guess, there was like this storm. I don't know how bad it was in Ireland.
Yeah.
In Netherlands, it was crazy, like the winds and everything.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad here, like we're used to. Storms, but I don't think this one was too bad. I think it was worse in the Netherlands.
Mm.
I think in our area here it wasn't too bad.
Alright.
In the north, yeah.
Mushrooms.
Yeah. Quite a few.
All upside down.
Hmm?
All upside down.
Or are they?
I don't think they are, they're broken like this.
I think it was cut down before they grew.
Yeah, because otherwise they will be vertical.
Yeah.
If you put it up like this, they're all vertical.
What do you mean?
If you put the tree back up
Yeah.
like this, they will all be vertical against the tree.
So I have no idea what kind of
Hmm.
mushroom it is. It grew like that.
Well, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I've seen a big one there before. I was like,
Trumpets.
We'll have to figure out. Oh yeah, I was wondering, do they have like park guides over here as well, like for the flowers and plants? Yeah.
I don't think they are here. Like there's guided tours, but I guess you can find someone online or that gives tours. And
No,
ask
not
them to
really
go
like,
here or somewhere else, but,
Tours, but like in the Netherlands, you have lots of these like plant guides or animal guides,
yeah.
where you can like look up what kind of plant they are or what animal they are. But I'm not sure if they have them here in Ireland as well. Like,
Here there's people, if you look online, you can probably find someone somewhere.
yeah.
That kind of thing.
But do they have them in books as well?
Like guides that can.
Not really sure, but like in book form, where you can open up a book and look what kind of plant they are.
Oh, like a.
Yeah.
Don't know.
Yeah.
I only have one for like stuff that you can eat, you know, in the garden.
Yeah.
Usually use Google Lens.
Google Lens for plants, yeah.
Not a boat, but pretty handy.
Could be, yeah.
For animals it's a bit tricky though, and they have to stop to stand still and wait.
Could you just be there for a few more seconds? Oh no. It moved. Yeah.
most like animals that you don't see too often,
Yeah.
like foxes or deer, or most often I found when you see them is on the road.
Really?
Being roadkill.
Oh. That's quite unfortunate, yeah.
Especially foxes, badgers.
When we had a baby fox in front of the car, do you remember?
Yeah.
I still don't believe that nothing happened because there wasn't anything on the road the next day. The car was fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's quite unfortunate, and especially at night, they can be really difficult to see.
I remember once late in the evening, it was dusk, I think, dawn. Anyway, around dawn, it was still a bit light. On one of the roundabouts. It was summer probably because it was 11 or something. It was already quite quiet. And
Yeah.
he was in the middle of the roundabout and he drove past. And he just stood there looking at it. Oh, yeah.
Just staring at your soul.
Sorry?
Just staring at your soul, you know.
Yeah. I wouldn't have that fucking thing.
Yeah.
But even that rather Maria in their field that we saw one just when he went saying,
Cool.
Maybe I will see one as well in the upcoming months, but who knows.
I'll say a month will be a good problem.
Yeah. We'll see. I mean, I already saw deer, which is quite fascinating, but fox would be cool.
There's a little loop walk that you can do. Is it a loop? Ave Maria's.
Not really, because if you want to make it a loop, it's a bit more dangerous.
Yeah, you have to turn back at the end then. I can't remember it's been so long.
No, we just went until the street that's near Anniancomet Road.
Oh yeah.
No?
No, I was reading what's on there, but couldn't really make it out.
Like if you exit their gate and turn right and just follow that road,
Yeah.
it's a nice walk. Top up there.
Yeah, I will see. Hopefully a live one would be nice.
Yeah.
But I must say this walk alone was really beautiful in itself. Like there are so many things you simply just can't really see in the Netherlands. And it's just mesmerizing seeing all these new kinds of things.
The moss everywhere,
Yeah.
and the trees and all.
Plants and also the view, you know. Not everything being flat for miles with the houses.
They replaced it because the last one's... Oh no, it's a bicycle. Oh, the huts. Yeah, there's another one. I think.
Yeah.
It's a good example of evolution versus creation.
Oh yes,
Why nobody thinks this is... I've done a statue like that before.
Tree?
haven't I?
Hut.
Tree hut. Oh. This is really interesting as well, like they have the flag here but the tree just grew around it.
Yeah. Could have been someone here before. Yes.
Who knows? I mean, if you wish to find your answer, please go to gw.org. I'm sure you'll find it over there. Planting new trees. Awesome.
This is my counter picture and the one thing sticks. Nobody did anything with it.
Wow.
Idea.
Maybe they tossed it over there because it was on the path.
Could be. I mean, I know in the Netherlands, when you see a lot of sticks laying around and trees, and you just keep it there mainly because of the bugs.
Yeah.
Because the bugs will just lay dormant in the fallen trees and don't attack the trees that are still standing. And that way they can keep up the forest without getting any trees sick. There's some nice as well. The yellow flowers, or the white flowers in the rack.
Not wild garlic.
Hmm?
Not wild garlic.
No. I don't think so. Not too much. 20 minutes.
Still too
Yep.
early, I guess.
No.
No?
No, ours is going, and the one that we, but you know the walk that we went on with Jacob,
Oh,
we saw loads of wild garlic then.
Jacob, behind. Here? No.
Near the marina.
Oh, right.
I mean, we can always plant lots of wild garlic over here. Just bring a few sacks and just carry it around. I mean, is it really like the garlic itself? It's like just a plant. Or?
It's like a leaf. It's almost like, you know, chives.
Yeah.
At the slope. But then it's like a flat leaf. And it has a little white flower. It smells lovely, it smells like garlic.
Oh.
And
That's
they call it, like in Dutch it's dasloop.
Yeah.
They're protected so you can't pick them, you can't sell them in the shops. It's very nice. And past
Interesting.
Oh, this is
Dan heb ik die koekoek again.
yeah. don't think I have a tracker.
What do you mean?
I don't have any app. I didn't give any app permission to track
Oh,
my steps.
okay.
I don't have any record.
Maybe Google does
I would like to, but I need to get permission.
You also have like certain devices that can keep track of your steps by movement and everything.
Yeah. So mine does that, like in the dashboard it says how many steps, it's not very accurate.
Yeah. Yeah, I believe it counts by the amount of shakes it has. It's not really by distance, but mostly by hey, how many times does your phone shake? Because they expect you to keep it in your pocket, and then. But if you don't keep it in your pocket, it's quite inaccurate.
Close to 7,200 steps.
Oh, we're not there yet.
Little droppings here. Yeah. I believe you first walked past that, so looks familiar.
Yeah. Yes, here.
Yeah,
In?
in the field,
In the field there, yeah.
on the trees.
Haven't spotted.
Go a bit this way.
We can go
I
to
think
until the
I'm
bends, I
just-
guess. We can see them.
Over there, yeah. No, I was just out of sight. I think you can see them now, yeah, by the trees. More mushrooms. Yeah, they're quite a distance away. Well, at least we have seen them, so we know they exist, yeah. It's a herd, yeah.
at least 10 of them.
In the fields behind our house, we saw a group running over the hills. It was
Oh.
beautiful, wasn't it?
Mm.
At least 10 of them.
That's amazing, yeah.
Look at the dinosaurs running Jurassic Park as they go over the hill. Like.
Yeah. All you then need is like the sound from da, da, da. Welcome to your backyards.
Behind the fallen tree, yeah.
Yeah. Here you have the ferns you were talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What kind of died out?
Oh, they're green by now.
It's just end of season, I think.
That big?
Yeah, they usually turn down in November and get green in the summer.
The car park.
We were here. That's
Yeah.
we were overlooking this.
Yeah. Yep. Now we're here. Now we have.
Yeah, it says car park as well.
Well,
So the quickest way to the car park.
all the best routes, all the most mesmerizing routes. And whatever it is, it will lead us to the car park. Hopefully.
Says so, and I believe it. Fun.
Pineapples. Been covered all the way with moss, yeah. It's just a really hairy tree. There as well. Let's not trip over. Oh, I've been lucky today. You know, I think I'm going to feel this tomorrow as well.
It is more than an hour.
A bit, yeah.
20 to 6.
We're nearly there. When did we start walking then? Because we ate first as well.
Yeah.
Wasn't it around 3?
I don't know.
You
No, I
said
don't
if we
think so.
did, yeah. You said if we did a 2-hour loop, then
Oh yeah, true.
I'm texted my brother. And it was
Oh, we definitely did cycling time. It's cool. It looked like maybe a bit more than half the entire group, but
When-
the golf course with the beer.
Yeah.
we didn't stop too much.
I mean, this looks really cool though, with like, all the moss on the ground. It kind of looks like it came right off a fairy tale, so it's really cool.
Is your name short for something? Or
So far, everyone who I've met asked the same question. I'm so happy you didn't say it at the first moment. Though, yeah, many people believe it to be shortened of Charles, and I believe, from what I recall, the name itself derives from it. But the story on how my parents actually got my name was literally just from the internet. They just saw my name and was like, well, we'll just pick that one. So yeah, it's not really shortened of everything. So my name is just Chaz.
you're not Charles.
Just Chaz, yeah. I mean, it would be cool if I was named Charles, but Chaz is fine.
Because it's a really English name, isn't it, Chaz?
Yeah. From what I've been told, my father's father still lived in England when I was born. So they either could have chosen from a really Dutch name, it would be really difficult to pronounce, or an English name, and either side would be happy. So I chose an English name for both myself as my little brother. I mean, he's named Jeremy, so
Yeah,
kind of the most English name there is.
that works as well in Dutch, German.
Yeah. So we both got English names.
You have a second name at all?
Yeah. I believe my second name is Anthony.
Anthony.
Yeah, so Chas Anthony Garwell.
And is this one Z?
Double Z. Yeah. Makes me feel more special. Just a little bit extra, you know. One's it? No, two.
Is that the big normal spelling?
I believe it is, yeah. From what I've seen. Nice stone wall.
Land from one.
Could be, yeah.
I got confused because is that here or is that the legislative block here?
Oh, yeah.
Hill.
The ruins there from going too close.
Is that where we went to go then?
Yeah. But that's only small. But that's actual. Like you can call it a house without a roof.
Is this here where they have the big massive trees up there?
Yeah. That's where.
This is cool.
Actually, somewhere next to the wall, but the wall is long, so it could be there's nowhere. But
No, we had to walk, I think. As I said, before we entered, we walked on the trail after we looked at the tree and then
well. Okay. Yeah, that's just another, and then we're close to the back. What's that?
Right. Yeah, here the ferns are just fine.
Yeah, they're green.
That's all.
Maybe they just dry because even the moss here and there is just like
Could be, yeah.
it's been dry. Like here.
The creek.
The gate.
Yeah. I really love the little creeks as well, like you just go past everything. Then you have like these small ponds
Yeah.
here and there.
We went over to this one to look in it. It's so clear.
Really?
Even though it's sandy soil here as well.
I guess the plants just really filter it well.
Yeah.
Seems like quick as well.
Yeah. Come out on the main path any minute now and then it's back to the park.
Yeah.
Is there a 6:30 meeting? Is it for school hours?
No. Me and Lois decided to do like a course on the natures of the Netherlands. So on the animals, on the sea creatures, on the bugs, all kinds of those things to really get involved in the fauna of the Netherlands. And see what you want to do with it, and I found it fairly interesting, so we both decided to join in. And you can actually add it to your CV. So it's a bonus. But so far it has been really interesting, and oh, these are nice as well. And yeah, I've learned a lot so far. And tonight they will also have a course. They have that every Wednesday. They have one.
Yeah.
So we'll see. But not really for schools, just like we both decided to do it out of interest.
So you don't need to dress up and wear a tie.
No, absolutely not. No.
Like lefty,
Left, yeah. I believe so.
I guess. Can go with it.
The poles are going that way. Hold on.
That's how we're now going on the wrong red track that we're trying to avoid.
The track we first out to see and look for.
It is the right direction, a bit more to
Okay.
the car park.
Then it's alright. I mean, my sense of direction is absolutely rubbish, so I'm just going to follow you. Yeah.
It's quite okay, but in this forest it's really tricky.
I can imagine, yeah, but
Wild garlic, Al.
oh, wild garlic.
No,
Oh,
clovers. Clovers.
Clover?
Clover. Clover.
clever.
So they have flowers as well.
Yeah, I've
Yeah.
never seen that.
Look at the trees over there.
Yeah.
The planted trees.
I must say, like from a distance, it almost looked like a burial. So I was like, it's like a crematory over there, but just planted trees. Oh. These are lovely as well.
I'm remembering now from last time that whatever it said on the sign was not accurate.
Double it. 2 hours to 4 hours.
Yeah.
Or maybe they like show it for joggers if they want to run around. But if you want to walk, yeah, I can imagine it might take a little longer.
Like 2 hours back to half.
Did
Yeah.
stop a few times and look, but it
Yeah, but not an hour for it.
And we've been walking quite.
And we've been walking on quite a pace as well, so.
Yeah.
But oh well.
Okay.
What do we have to lose?
Hope you find to eat before you have your meeting.
Yeah, and otherwise I would just not attend. I mean, it's not the end of the world, but it would be sad. I believe I was even supposed to cook lamb with Radu. I believe I was even supposed to cook lamb with Radu.
Oh, are you?
Yeah. Well, it's alright. He can still forgive me like 76 times. So.
And they always want people to feel at home in their house, you know?
Yeah, I've felt it as well. Like, sometimes I would ask them things, they'll be like, alright, everything is alright, we just want you to be happy. And I'm like,
Yeah.
you're so kind.
Yeah.
And they really are.
Because they are like that, we felt at home as well, you know, like you just feel comfortable to grab a drink or something.
Follow there. Yeah,
You know, we don't have to wait for them to ask because they're
it's a hospital and yeah. Yeah, I believe they even got like crazy of me, like constantly asking for things. Like, can I ask do this or can I do that? They would say, it's alright, you don't have to ask.
Yeah.
If there's anything you would ask, please do it like for food or drinks.
Yeah.
Not for things you have to do. It's alright. And I'm like, but I'm just really fed up like that. Well, not really fed up, but like it was part of me growing up, constantly having to ask for things. And now I'm here like, okay. And still, when I just grab things, I'm still like, but this is really okay.
Yeah. Are you sure?
Are you sure? I just want to be, don't want to really want to be a bother and things like that. It's fine. They're really kind. I think I'll manage for the upcoming month. So. We're here.
Remember this part. Because I think this bit is nice.
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
So we do this until the next big section and then come back. It'll be a nice way.
We did do this bit.
Yeah.
First time we walked this way.
Right.
But this blue and green.
That is the put up the sign on the
Yeah, we don't want to start with it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
We made it. Well and alive.
And we know all about the workhouse now.
True. I think I'm just going to shut this one.